So now we have a graph describing a trip from Winnipeg to Winkler, Manitoba. What we know, the distance between them is 130 kilometers. That can come into play with giving us an accurate description for the journey. So we have a few different sections. First section from O to A, something that would make sense would be leaving Winnipeg. Now, O to A lasted 1 hour, so that would likely be highway driving. A to B, very short, the distance didn't change. So that implies that we stopped someplace for a short time. That might be a bathroom break. Or it might be stopping to get a drink or a coffee or something. B to C. If we take a look at where C is 130 kilometers. So by the time we get to C, we've actually gotten to Winkler. So this would be the continuation on the highway until Winkler. Since we got to Winkler in C, from C to D, as the distance hasn't changed, this would be when we're actually in Winkler, visiting or doing whatever it is we're doing in Winkler. So this would be spending time in Winkler. Lastly, D to E, now the distance is going from 130 down to 0, so this would be when we're going back home to Winnipeg. Now, this is not the only explanation for this graph, but it's one that makes sense. Each of you may have a slightly different explanation, but as long as it makes sense, that's the whole point of this.